Hi, PerspectiveWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, March 16th. A chilly start to the new work week here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Temperatures this morning generally down in the low to mid-30s in suburban areas along the I-95 corridor region. It'll be kind of an active week and a kind of a topsy-turvy pattern over the next 5 days in terms of temperatures. Chilly today. By the end of the work week on Friday, there's a chance we'll get up back into the 70s, maybe 70 to 75 degrees for afternoon highs in the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor on Friday if all works out well. That is ahead of a strong cold front. That cold front will usher in colder air for the upcoming weekend. Then we'll have to watch for some moisture early next week as it pushes north and east while this cold air is still in place or perhaps beginning to retreat to the north and east. So maybe a close call between liquid precipitation, maybe something frozen, again, the early part of next week, about a week away. Again, an active pattern across the nation for the next several days. This is a forecast map of total precipitation over the next 5 days between right now and Saturday morning. A couple things I want to point out. First of all, California gets hit, and this is predominantly going to be in the form of snow across northern California and the Sierra Nevada mountain range. Easily should receive more than a foot of snow over the next 24 hours or so. Significant rainfall along coastal sections of California and right across the heartland into the Mid-Atlantic region, northeast. Quite a bit of rainfall. In some cases that'll be frozen precipitation, but for the most part significant precipitation over the next 5 days across much of the nation. And again, in especially the western part of the U.S., there will be significant snow in Sierra Nevadas, and a lot of the mountains in the Four Corners region here will get some significant snow over the next couple of days as well. Well, on Friday's video discussion, we talked about some teleconnection indices along with the unfolding stratospheric warming event that will keep alive the possibility of cold air outbreaks right into the central and eastern U.S. through the month of March, and indeed it continues to look that way. Certainly there will be breaks of warmer weather, like I said a moment ago. By the end of the work week, we have a chance to break into the 70s on Friday, but another colder air mass arrives for the upcoming weekend. It's chilly today as we begin the new work week. And let's just move forward here in the ensemble run of the GFS from 0Z, looking at 850 millibar temperature anomalies across North America. Again, a little bit colder than normal as we begin Monday here. Now let's move forward here, and a couple things to note. First of all, we talked about this last week as well. Alaska has a very strong upper level ridging now on top of it, and that will allow for above normal conditions, very different than what they experienced in December, January, and February, which was one of the coldest winters in a long, long time in much of Alaska. Let's keep moving forward here. Kind of go back and forth between below normal, above normal here until we get to the latter part of the week, and there's a possibility of a significantly above normal type of day here on most likely on Friday, maybe even on Thursday afternoon in places like D.C. It may take a little longer for that real warm air to get into Philly and New York City. We'll have to watch for that. But beginning late Thursday and especially on Friday here, we have a very warm day in the east ahead of a strong cold front. Here's that very strong, the result of that very strong cold front, cold air behind it, frontal system early Friday sitting right in this region right here, and that sweeps on through to the eastern seaboard by the upcoming weekend. And this cold air outbreak spreads all the way into the mid-Atlantic, northeast U.S. over the upcoming weekend. And again, then we'll have to watch for the possibility of some moisture heading to the north and east during the early part of next week. Here we are on Monday, still colder than normal throughout much of the northeast U.S. Let's keep moving forward here, and we'll watch once that cold air kind of retreats, turns a little bit milder across much of the southeastern part of the nation, but still a lot of cold air up across North America, ranging from Greenland or northern Canada down into the south central U.S., north central U.S. by the middle part of next week. And let's keep moving forward here. So cold air can spill into the mid-Atlantic and northeast U.S. We're now near the latter part of March, And as we go to the end of March, Canada, quite a bit colder than normal, and still some colder air relative to normal works its way into the eastern U.S. So the bottom line here is going out a couple of weeks. Certainly looks like there's still some cold air outbreaks to deal with in the central and eastern U.S. right into the early part of April. Well, now let's take a look at the surface forecast maps from the operational run of the GFS at 0Z. Chilly day today in the Mid-Atlantic region. This high pressure system over southeastern Canada will move to the east, and that will allow for an increase in clouds later today and the possibility of some shower activity in the Mid-Atlantic region, northeast U.S. late tonight and early tomorrow. Let's push forward here. Again, a chilly beginning to the day here, and then by later in the day the clouds will roll in, and by late tonight some shower activity. Nothing significant, doesn't look like a significant rain event by any means, but again, could be a few showers, DC, Philadelphia, New York City, late tonight and into the morning hours on Tuesday. Then kind of a moderately chilly kind of a spell from Wednesday into Thursday. Here we are now Thursday morning. More rain now up in the northeast. Could be some snow at the onset of that, but probably not from New York City south and west. Probably all in the form of rain here. This is early Thursday. Let's keep moving forward here. Now here comes that strong frontal system by Friday morning. Low pressure over the Great Lakes. Another cold Canadian high here by Friday morning, centered over the south central part of Canada. Strong cold front right in this region right here. Be showers in the Mid-Atlantic region, and with this southwesterly flow ahead of the front, likely to be a warm day, breezy day, maybe highs in the low to mid 70s ahead of that strong cold front on Friday in the I-95 corridor region. That frontal system then works its way off the eastern seaboard by Saturday morning. This cold high pressure area then takes control for the upcoming weekend. Again, a colder air mass moving back into the Mid-Atlantic region this upcoming weekend below normal. And then as that cold air kind of settles into the northeast U.S. here Sunday morning, very strong high. And I always emphasize the importance of a strong high. Even this time of the year, it's something to watch out for. A very cold air mass anchored by a strong high by early Sunday. And here's some moisture starting to form over the south central U.S. So kind of a race here between that moisture advancing to the north and east and how quickly that cold air retreats. May not retreat all that quickly when it's anchored by a 1049 millibar high pressure system. Here we get into Monday, probably a cold start to the week next week, and then as this moisture moves to the north and east, we'll have to watch. Could be some frozen precipitation in parts of the Mid-Atlantic region at the onset, probably Monday night, Tuesday time frame. Ultimately changes over to liquid rain, it looks like, but something we'll have to watch for. Again, we're talking about the early part of next week. So for now, a chilly day today, some sunshine this morning, but clouds increase this afternoon, maybe a few showers late tonight, early tomorrow. Nothing on the significant side. More rain during the second half of the work week, and then that strong cold front arrives late Friday, probably gets quite warm just ahead of it Friday afternoon, but then a colder weekend in store for the Mid-Atlantic region and the northeast U.S. And then we'll have to watch as that moisture advances to the north and east, probably late Monday into Tuesday time frame. That's it for now. For PerspectiveWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.